Let's go through the resources one by one. And very often, farming is associated with consumption. Of course, we consume the outputs of farming, but farming in itself is seen to be taking so many vital resources. So, let's start with water. We often see farms and agriculture being water guzzlers, and this is a big concern. But what is the difference, and why is it that conventional farming requires more water, whereas natural farming requires relatively less amount of water?
See, world over, conventional farming is being practiced. And 70% of the water consumption, 70%, the agriculture sector consumes water more than any other sector globally. And it draws the fresh water. That's the main problem here. And then not only, for irrigating your farms, but also for application of the pesticides, application of the fertilizers. Then they use it for cleaning their livestock, for so many things, even after harvesting. So there are some processes where water is used to cool the produce. So water is being used left, right, center. And in conventional agriculture, it's a very big water guzzler, because when we adopted conventional agriculture, there we have made sure that we are going for a high yielding variety. And we even changed the irrigation method. We brought in different methodology of irrigating our farms. So that is how, and we chose certain varieties which consume more water in conventional agriculture. So when you see all these things, you do understand that the conventional farming requires a lot of water. Whereas when you talk about natural farming, with our experience, we have seen that the water consumption reduction has come down drastically to say one-fifth of what the water consumption is there in a conventional farming methodology. That is because the methodology here is very, very different. When you, the first thing what I always say is, when the soil structure, texture changes and the soil health improves, automatically the soil becomes so porous. Now we have made the soil so compact now. Whatever rain that falls on the land, it simply within few, nowadays we have seen this, the everywhere. It's just raining in 1 hour, the whole 1 week's rain just falls and goes, you know. It's like that. So when it pours, it just pours and there is no way of containing that water. So when you make the soil porous by this natural farming methodology, automatically the water will percolate into the soil, and the water retention capacity of the soil increases. When it increases, automatically your aquifers, your water, groundwater, tables, they all increase. It's not just one, you see. So it's not just your farming, you are even increasing your water levels. Now, water is such a scarce commodity which should be used very judiciously. And what we observed in natural farming is that can be achieved when we adopt this methodology of farming in this manner, where you put lot of organic matter, you improve your soil health, and then automatically you retain lot of water within the soil and underneath in the water tables they increase, and then you enable the plant to go far and wide, because you have made the soil so loose and porous that it can go far and wide in search of water and nutrients. So this is the basic difference. That's why when I said in my earlier thing that when you walk on a natural farming farm, the soil would have become so loose and porous that you feel that you're walking on a sponge. This is the, that's why I said the whole thing changes here. That is how, when you can conserve this water, when there is a heavy downpour or a normal rain also, instead of the water and the nutrients getting washed away from the farm, you retain that within your farm. And then what else you want? There is water, you have stored water underneath. So this is how we have seen. And There are other things also. As we talk, I will explain how natural farming consumes less water. There are other methodology that not only improving the soil by putting organic matter, but also selecting the inputs. That also matters a lot. What type of seeds you are selecting, whether it's hybrid seeds or you're going for a yield variety, or though you are going for a yield variety, what are the other methodology that you do to retain water?
I have a follow-up question to what you mentioned. So natural farming, yes, the soil does have percolation and water goes through and water retains. But on the other side, why does this not happen with conventional farming?
Because see, in conventional farming, you put all the uh, fertilizers, that is your chemical fertilizers, then you spray chemical pesticides, they use weedicides, all are made up of chemical. Now, in this chemical fertilizers, there are some mineral salts. These mineral salts, they make the soil compact. Now, for example, you pour water on your floor where you're sitting. Where does this water go? It cannot go anywhere. It will remain there. You'll slip and fall, right? But you have made your farm like this flooring so hard, so compact. That is the reason why, if there is a heavy downpour or a normal rain, the farms are not able to retain the water. That's the main thing. That's the problem here. And not only that, it inhibits the root growth also. When the soil is so compact, the roots are not able to grow and reach far and wide when there is a deficiency of water or nutrients. You are not enabling the plant to grow properly. When the root system grows, you know, nicely, only then the shoot system will grow. This is a common sense when we all learned when we were small children in school, right? But what has happened is this conventional agriculture methodology has made everything so very different that even we are not able to know why it is happening.
So on one hand, we have hybrid varieties of crops being put in, whether it's rice, wheat, or any other produce across the globe. These require more water than what would have been grown naturally. And the other part is that the use of fertilizers is, in a way, hardening the soil. So water doesn't percolate, it basically flows through. And now you need more water, which you could have achieved the same with less amount. So that is one of the ways in which we see more amount of water requirement, and agriculture in itself needs water. But now when the soil is hardened and you have chemicals which are hardening the soil, we need much more larger quantities of water. And that in a way explains why there is a requirement so high, and how natural farming can be a solution and we can reduce the usage of water.